Hey guys, Pam here. We have a little different type project today. As you can see, I have a van full of chairs. Yesterday when I was out and about, I ran by the Habitat for Humanity restore. It's the first time I'd ever been there, and I was looking for dressers or desks or something for the van. And long story short, the only thing I found were these 4 chairs. My son has just moved, and he has our family's old dining room table that lost its chairs many moons ago. So he has no chairs for it. So if somebody was to come over to play Catan or just sit and chit chat and have a cup of coffee or drink a beer, like, there's nowhere to sit. Like right now, he doesn't have living room furniture or anything. Like, you walk in and you've got this big long living room, dining room combo area. And it's got that big dining room table and then a small little coffee table. That's it. There's not a bookshelf, not a couch, not a chair, not nothing. So when I saw these chairs, I thought I should really get them for him, because I was just there a few days ago to visit for a minute, and there was nowhere for me to sit down. I was just constantly walking that room back and forth, and finally I just sat down on that little coffee table he had. So when I saw these and they were $15 a piece, my mind started clicking. So when I asked the little guy about it, and he said everything in there was half off, everything but the paints. I got the little cartoon eyes like, booga, you know. $7.50 a chair is fantastic. Yes, let me have some chairs. So just as he's explaining that to me, there's a room behind the cash out area, and this lady's sitting in there. She's like, oh, no. So apparently their sale had ended like the day before. So she starts to, I ask her if that price was negotiable, and she starts giving me this story about how she's marked these chairs down and blah, 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 and she had just marked them down that morning. Sorry. And how she had just marked them down that morning, and she wasn't marking them down again, and she felt $10 a chair was fair. I'm like, okay. Well, I didn't call her. I did say something, but I didn't really call her on her BS. But let me show you, if I can, like, hang on a second. Okay, I got these chairs set up now so we can look. Right here, where are we? $15 each. Now this lady said she just marked them down, that she had marked them down before and had marked them down again that morning. But there's not one of these stickers that has a mark off with a different price under it or another piece of tape anywhere. So yeah. So while we were doing all that, I turned all the chairs up and got my hair off my neck. But it's clear, if you look at that tag, it's totally clear that these chairs were not marked down a few weeks ago, and they definitely weren't marked down that morning. And I didn't want to call her on her BS. I don't know why she even needed the story. Like, just simply say, I don't want to take less than what they're marked. I would have been okay with that. Why come up with this whole big story to simply say, I want the price that's on the chairs? Here's the kicker with that, though. She thought the price was $10. Because when she was explaining, she says, I believe $10 is fair. Seriously, I don't know when she got these chairs. I'm thinking if they just had a half off sale, somebody come through there and saw that these chairs were $7.50 and would have snatched them up. So I'm kind of thinking they're fairly a new item. And they're marked $15, and people like me that didn't know there was a sale just walked past them. Lucky for me, they were still there. But I didn't believe her story. There's just too many uh-uhs in that line she was feeding me. No offense to you, lady, but you didn't have to do that. Just say, I want the price that's on the chairs, period. Like, I don't need all that other bullshit. I don't. Just be upfront and honest. Rant for another day, rant for another day. Anyway, she said that she thought the $10 was fair, and I just kind of, because I did too. But I told her, I said, well, I'm having to yell at her because when I go out, I wear 2 masks. You know, I wear my N95 and then I wear a cotton mask over it. So it's muffled. And so I'm trying to kind of yell at her just to get the point across. Well, they're marked $15, but I'll take them for 10. And then you could see she just kind of, even her body language changed. It was kind of a defeat. And then I'll get you. You'll take all 4 of them? Let's see. I did come up here and ask about a set of chairs. So, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I will take all 4 of them for $10 a piece. Got some new chairs. So that was my day yesterday. And even though that little, it's kind of funny now, you know, but at the time I just remember thinking, why are you telling me this story? It's clear that those tapes were not marked off. I mean, yeah, she could have put new tape. Okay, but first of all, she had the price wrong because she thought they were marked $10. And why take the tape off of these chairs to change the price when everything else in there had lines marked through it and little prices written all over the place? Like, why do that to this specific set of chairs? So anyway, no matter the story, I got the chairs. My son don't care about them all. He don't care if anybody has a place to sit down. He's like, go away. So apparently I got these chairs for myself. So when I do stop by there to check in on him, or usually if I go and make a run to Walmart for soda, I get him a case or 2, and I get my grandson a case or 2. And when I run by to drop off soda or whatever, I'm going to sit and visit for a minute. And by golly, I'm going to have a chair to sit in. And he can just bite it. I love you, kid, but us old people need to sit and talk. Anyway, he's a big comic fan. Marvel, DC. He always loved like Mortal Kombat and Zelda, Mario, all these, you know. In fact, he drives a rig, and I believe the sleeper cab in his rig is Zelda. It's all Zelda. Like his girlfriend hooked him up, Zelda sheets and pillows and comforter and all kind of stuff. So I couldn't find what I was looking for. I wanted to do each chair in a different like genre. But they didn't have any like DC stuff because he loves Green Lantern. I was looking for that. Couldn't find it. But I found this fabric, and it's Marvel, and it's got, you know, the Iron Man and Spider-Man. Those kids loved Spider-Man. Hulk wasn't too big of a thing. It might have been. They didn't talk about it as much. But it's not the preferred set of characters, but it's pretty, it's catchy. He loves purple, and I had already bought him a purple linen tablecloth, so I thought this would match fairly well because you got a lot of purple in here with the Batman, and then behind, I think that's Hulk, maybe, I don't know, but I figured it would match pretty well. behind that one. Give it a push. Give it a turn. Give it a little torque. These chairs are done. They are done, boys and girls, and they look phenomenal. Just look at them. I know today's video was a little off the norm for me, but the name of the channel is Pam in a Ram. So whatever mayhem I get up to inside this Ram ProMaster City, it's part of the journey. I intend to videotape it and share it with you guys. There's going to be tons of travel and exploration and meeting people, and I'm looking forward to that. But that's not what the entire journey's about. Like, the journey's like the rest of my life, and I don't know how much time that is, but I would like to share it with as many people as I can. And maybe my kids and grandkids and kids that'll be born long after I'm gone can look back and say, that crazy old woman, she recovered chairs in the back of that van in the Texas heat. You never know. It's just exhilarating. I just find it's a little sad, it's a little morbid, you know. I'm kind of planning out the end of my life, but we all have to do that. It's just part of it. I'm just kind of lucky enough that I can actually plan mine out and execute it the way I'd like to. There's so many people that can't. There's so many people that would love to maybe travel for a couple of years or just take one big long vacation somewhere they've always wanted to go. And because of money or situation or whatever, they can't do it. I'm a lucky girl to be able to follow my dream as I'm doing, even on my sad little paycheck. But I'm going to make it happen. Not sitting in the woods anymore. This thing's going on the market, and we're going on the road. So thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. There's more to come, and I don't know. Next time we may just be in here painting our toenails. Who knows? But if it's done in this Ram ProMaster, Pam intends to share it with you. How about that? Yeah.
What am I going to do with all this stuff?
What do you think?
It's pretty cool.
I found these chairs at the Habitat for Humanity. And they were marked $15. Me and the lady had some words. Anyway, I got them for $10 a piece. And I was gonna do this each seat a different like genre, but I couldn't find the fabric. So, what do you think? I think they're cute.
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
Listen, I know I don't come around a lot, but when I do come to visit, I'm an old lady. I need to sit down.
You want a chair?
So even if you don't like them, you can just tell people, Mom made herself a set of chairs to come sit in my house. They're a little scuffed up, but they're solid wood, so I didn't mind paying the money.
Yeah.
There's one that's got a little wiggle, but you're not going to sit on four of them at the same time. I meant to cut all it off so you wouldn't see it, but I forgot.
Then you go off and tell me the price.
Look, I spent less than $50 so I can come sit down and visit with my baby boy.